All right, everyone, welcome back to Kitchen Table TCG. We're going to talk about Friday, the 16th of April, which was actually the Thursday, the 15th of April for those of us in the United States. The spoilers that came out today. I will let you know right now I'm feeling a little under the weather. I had my second vaccine shot, and I am recovering from that. So I have not fully read through all these things. So this is going to be more of like a first take on some of the stuff. So be patient with me. Sorry a little bit about that. Just not feeling great. So, but I did want to continue my daily look at all these things. So, let's take a look at, first off, we had LSV from Channel Fireball. We had a hero reveal, which was Chain, Bound by Shadow, and then Chain. They're the same person. One is the young hero, and then as he got older, he became bound by a shadow. It's amazing. Okay, so this is our Shadow Runeblade hero, and we kind of knew that Shadow Runeblade was going to happen yesterday or the day before, based on some of the other cards that were spoiled. You know, we got the, what did we get? We got the Soul Shackle token. We saw like Shadow Runeblade. And we got the, nope, that was the Brute. We got the Dread Scythe, which was the Runeblade weapon, right? So we got kind of the other stuff before, but now we are seeing Chain, Bound by Shadow. So this is once per turn action. Of course, he has 4 intellect and regular 20 and 40 health. Once per turn, he creates a Soul Shackle token. Okay, so let's look at that again. Soul Shackle tokens at the beginning of your action phase, banish the top card of your deck. Okay, so he became at the beginning. Once per turn action is to create one of those, and your next Runeblade or Shadow action turn card this turn gains Go again, and then of course this action has Go again. So, at the beginning of your action phase, you banish the top card of your deck. Again, you're going to see some Blood Debt stuff happening, I think. That's kind of the negative effect. You're going to see the Blood Debt stuff happening in Shadow, I think. And you create this kind of, you get to give your Runeblade or Shadow action Go again. That's going to be really good. Chaining kind of, this is going to be kind of a more go wide deck, I think. If you remember in Flesh and Blood, we talked about going tall, which is like trying to overpower your opponent. Well, Chain apparently is going to be kind of going wide and trying to get multiple attacks off each turn. More like an Ira build, more like, like an Ira build than a Dorinthia build. So, keep that in mind. It looks like, I'm not in love with this artwork of Chain, although the full art was a little cooler. This one looks pretty cool, though. He looks pretty menacing in this one. All in all, I'm excited about it. It's cool to have a different element from Runeblade. Honestly, I thought that the Runeblade was going to pop up and be more control based. Before the spoilers started starting. But it looks like we are going kind of more, not aggro, but more just like a mid-rangey kind of wide deck that's going to try to just overpower and do 4 or 5 damage a turn, 3, 4, 5 damage a turn, and not try to win on 1 or 2 turns. So, interesting to see that. Let's continue. All right, so pitch for 3. I'm trying to make sure I do all the spoilers right here and announce who did things right. I want to give credit to where LSS has decided to give credit. So, pitch for 3, their spoiler was Shadow of Urser. So, let's look at Shadow of Urser's card here. Shadow of Urser. Let me pop it up. I'm sorry, everybody. I'm sorry. Shadow of Urser. So where have we seen Urser before? That's my question. We've heard this name before, I think. You may play Shadow of Urser from your banish zone. As an additional cost to play Shadow of Urser, you may banish a card with Blood Debt from your hand. If you do, Shadow of Urser gains Go again. So this is a 0 cost, pitches for 3, 2 attack action card. Again, not a huge attack, but this is kind of your regular attacks for Chain is going to be kind of attacking again and again. So as an additional cost, you may banish a card from your hand. I don't love that. That's kind of I don't know. As an additional cost, you have to banish a card with Blood Debt from your hand. That makes this kind of expensive. You're giving up a card from unless there's a way to get benefits from discarding a card from your hand. Where did we see Urser, or am I thinking of another name that we saw? Yeah, this is the type of content you're getting from me today, everybody. I think we saw something, didn't we? There was something else that mentioned Urser. It was one of the first cards spoiled, I believe. Everyone in the comment section is like, Louis, it's this one. Let's see. Legendary Chain specialization. Oh, Urser the Soul Reaper token. There we go. I knew I remembered it from somewhere. So Eclipse. pops up and says you may create an Urser the Soul Reaper token. Play Eclipse only if you have played 6 or more cards with Blood Debt this turn. If you have, then you may play Eclipse from your banish zone. So this is one of those cards that you are okay with having in your banish zone, and you want to be putting. So this is why, like, you have played 6 or more cards with Blood Debt this turn. Okay, so you have to play them. You don't just put them in your banish zone. But that's where that Urser pops up. So it'll be interesting, I think, to see where that lands. I don't feel like we have enough info unless I'm missing something, but which very easily could be the case. So let's continue. Where were we? So Urser, the Shadow of Urser. So it seems like maybe Shadow of Urser, and maybe is this like the first look we're getting at Urser? So I don't see a weapon there. Like, I remember we were talking about that the Urser could be like the Talishar, the Lost Prince, right? So the Urser, what is it called? Urser the something. We were talking about it could be like Talishar, the Lost Prince. Like, remember we said Blasmopet, the Soul Harvester, could be a weapon, and Urser, the Soul Reaper, could be a weapon. But the Shadow of kind of suggests to me that this is a being or some sort of demon or something, rather than a weapon. So that's interesting. Hopefully we'll see, maybe today we'll see some stuff. I don't know. So Blood Debt, again, Blood Debt seems interesting. I think Blood Debt seems stronger in Brute so far than in Shadow Runeblade. Okay, so then the Arsenal Pass. This was the one I think I couldn't figure out exactly what card they spoiled. Oh, no, that's not true. That's the one we just spoiled? This is distracting. The only thing, like, LSS is doing a great job. I wish that this was updated earlier than it currently is. Like, I don't know. I just wish it's easier to remember who spoiled what things, but I'm just a complainer. Let me pop it up here. I could also just do the homework beforehand, huh? So, the Arsenal Pass, they spoiled. That was the, I can't. Okay, somebody get DM Armada in here to help me pronounce Dimensional Crossroads. Shadow Brute action, 2 costs, go again. When you play an attack action card or non-attack action card from the banish zone, if you haven't played another card of that type this turn, deal 1 arcane damage to target hero. Ooh. Do you guys catch that? To target hero. I like that. If you lose life during your turn, destroy Dimensional Crossroads. So this is where Blood Debt is going to be bad, right? Like, if you get hit with Blood Debt, you'll have to destroy this. Or if you have some other way of losing life. So if you play an attack action card or non-attack action card from the banish zone, if you haven't played another card of that type, deal 1 arcane damage. So this kind of, I guess, the go wide deck, the goal here is to play a bunch of different types of cards. That's really interesting. Rather than playing all attacks, maybe you're going to be playing, so what do you have? Let's see, if you haven't played another card of that type this turn. So what is the type? So this would be a aura, right? Let's see. This would be an action. I wonder what qualifies. Like, does Shadow action count as a different type as Shadow Runeblade action? These are the questions that we got to ask, and we'll see in the kind of rules. But it seems like that would be maybe different. Shadow Runeblade action, attack, or bet you it's this thing. So there would be attack action versus aura, right? So that would get you 3 things. So you would be able to deal 3 damage then, or 2 damage with arcane. And that's going to play in well with, where did we see it? Well, first off, it's going to play well with Dread Scythe, right? Whenever you attack with just deal 1 arcane damage, a hero dealt damage can't be dealt. Oh, no, it was it Rattlebones that I was talking about? Anyway, I'm sorry. I don't remember. There was something else that was like anytime it dealt arcane damage, it was, you got a bonus. I can't remember exactly what it was. Anyway, that being said, it seems like that kind of go wide build, dealing arcane damage is going to be really, really good. And I'm looking forward to that. So cool. So that was Dimensional Crossroads. Also blocks for 3, which is kind of nice. Pitches for 2. 2 cost seems like it might be a little high in a deck that's trying to go wide. Dude, look at the artwork though. The artwork is sweet. It seems like a 2 cost might be a little high in this deck though, because you're gonna have to, you're trying to play so many. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but you're trying to play so many, it might just get a little convoluted the more that you have to pay for each card. All right, let's see. So then they put out an article on Fab TCG that was so this article kind of popped through and suggested or told us that we're going. This is like the whole article on James White about chain, right? And what we learn here is that we also have that these are going to be. I guess I can make this bigger for you. That this is going to be the hero decks, and so we're going to get the hero decks for these. This is one of the Blitz hero decks. But then they kind of popped in some cards here. So you get Bounding Demagon. If you played a non-attack action card this turn, you may play Bounding Demagon from your banish zone. If you do, it gains +1. So then it's a 4 for free. Oh my. That's really good. So that's the type of thing. Like that's what I'm saying. Like the other one costs 2. Well, maybe if the rest of the cards are pretty much free, that's really good. Blood Debt again. Seeds of Agony. You may play Seeds of Agony from your banish zone. Okay, so cool. So Chulane is going to be creating the Soul Shackle token, which then again puts things into your banishing, right? And then you can play from your banish zone. So that's great. This deck's gonna be fun. Like I think right now though, like the Brute deck seems so much easier to understand and easier to learn, that this one kind of seems different. So that's my opinion. But then we saw, let's see, did I read Seeds of Agony? I'm not sure. You may play Seeds of Agony from your banish zone. The next attack action card will cost 1 or less. This turn gains deal 1 arcane. So again, you're just kind of overwhelming them with arcane damage. Go Again is really good. Okay, so then we got our one of our first cold foil commons, right? Like cold foil commons are back and they're here to stay, everyone. Aether Ironweave. Destroy it, gain 2 resource points. Activate this ability only if you played an attack action card, which you will have, and a non-attack action card, which you will have. Go Again. So this is how you kind of pay for that kind of bonus things, right? And then it has Battle Worn 1. That seems really good. It seems really, really good in this deck. That's going to look so good in cold foil. Look at that. That purple is going to look so good in cold foil. I cannot wait. Cannot wait. All right, so Chulane looks pretty good. I mean, he looks like he's less exciting than like the Brute that's like dealing 9 damage and like overwhelming you and lots of stuff. But this kind of go wide build seems like it could be pretty fun. I'm not in love with the art on Chulane or Chain. Did I call it Chulane? It's Chain. I'm just not in love with the artwork, but it's fine. Here like the human heroes are just less fun to me. I like the brutes that are like new and interesting. So they've also lined up Tome of Torment here. So you may play a Tome of Torment from your banish zone. Okay, so again, the Soul Shackle is going to put it in your banish zone, and now you can play this, and it's a shadow action that will kind of trigger your different types of cards. This allows you to draw a card. That's really good. So yeah, we're starting to see this deck come together. It will be very interesting to see what's in the Blitz deck and see how strong they make those. All right, so then let's see. The other spoiler we saw was from AK Game Center, and I believe that they had, oops, wrong thing here. AK Game Center. I believe that theirs was maybe Howl from Beyond. That must be it. That's the only other one I have here. It must be Howl from Beyond. You may play it from your banish zone. So this costs 2. It's a rare. So I'm assuming we'll see the other colors too. And Howl from Beyond, you may play from your banish zone. The next attack action card you play gains +3. Go Again with Blood Debt. So yeah, I mean, this seems like the 2 costs could be, again, like 2 costs seems awkward to me, but we haven't seen the deck play yet. So maybe I'm just being overreacting, but you can play from your banish zone. Again, that's really good because again, your token's going to put it in your banish zone, or put a few of them in your banish zone. And then the next attack action card you gains +3. So this is an action. It's going to pump the other cards we saw that give you, what is it? Dimensional Crossroads. Yeah. So it's going to pump this to kind of keep doing arcane damage. This deck's going to be cool. I'm excited. It has Go Again and Blood Debt. Okay. Seems pretty basic. Seems like exactly what Chulane wants to do. And then Flesh and Blood Unseals got a generic Warmonger's Recital. Shout out to Chris Sires from Flesh and Blood on Seals. The next attack action card you play this turn gets +3, and if it hits, put it on the bottom of your deck. So I don't know why this one was announced with Chain. Maybe this would go good in Chain, but kind of putting it back on the bottom of your deck. Maybe we're worried, or maybe they anticipate that Chain will run out of cards playing so often. So, or playing so many in a go wide build. So maybe this helps you in Chain's deck. It is an action card, so it would kind of help trigger some of those things. And it puts on the bottom of your deck, so you don't run out of cards in your banish zone. Because like that is kind of a concern. If every turn you're kind of filtering through your cards with your Soul Shackle token, it's gonna kind of make your deck go fast. And so now you can pop these back into the bottom of your deck to kind of continue to play so you don't run out of cards. So Warmonger's Recital, the artwork's pretty cool. It'd be interesting to learn who Warmonger is, if that's a character that we see in the future. Looks like he's got a little army with him. Cool. So spoiler season, it doesn't stop, everybody. It's still hyped up. Like, it's still good. We got some good stuff coming up too. Today, right? So, which is actually Friday for us, but over there it's Saturday. Flesh and Blood TCG Canada, Bloodletter Ravewind. We just played a game with Ravewind. He's got one. Fab TCG again. Azkaban Juegos, Fab Gauntlet, Sushi Night Gaming, and Living Realms. And then, of course, on Saturday, you got the Fab Facebook fan page, a Flesh and Blood TCG community Discord channel, KitchenTableTCG, some weird guy on the internet, followed by DM Armada. And then, of course, me and DM Armada will be streaming after he reveals his. So they'll probably be like, I think his is going out at 11 Eastern Standard Time. So then we'll stream at like 11:15 Eastern Standard Time. And then Sanctuary Gaming, Letta World, and House of Mysteria. So a lot more cards come out. We still have all of next week, I think. Hope you're excited about Monarch. I know I am. And I hope you have a great day. Remember to be kind to the people around you. Again, I'm sorry it was a little less exciting. I'm just feeling a little bit not perfect today. So have a great day. Remember to be kind to the people around you. We'll see you tonight for our Crucible of War market update.